I want him to know with social media, you know. Is who can make the most nice. Get you on social media. Is who can make the most nice. Is that Marvin just come on the internet, you know, and just make nice, you know, and get followers, you know. But when you look behind Marvin nice, you want to tell me if you don't see no substance, though. And if you don't see no substance, can you point out those substance to me? Look behind Marvin nice and see if you don't see no passion. And don't point it out to me. You understand what I mean? Because, see that big up person, I can't see any passion behind Marvin nice. I cannot see any commitment. I cannot see any love. Yeah? For the people he claim. Yeah? That he's talking on behalf. You understand what I mean? One thing me know, me repeat it again. On social media, the most people, the most you can make nice on social media, the most foolishness and the more follower you get on social media. If you come on social media with a positive message and I speak the truth, nobody know why I hear you. Nobody know why I hear you, but let somebody over there start chase. And I make up noise. Now make no sense. I want to see how many viewers them have and how many followers them start to have. And so social media behave. You understand what I mean? But there is nothing behind Marvin noise. There is nothing behind it. You understand what I mean? You think Marvin going to lay down his life like any of our national heroes them for the people of Jamaica? I don't think so. Marvin Edgar, yeah, will not lay down his life for anybody in Jamaica. Yeah? And none of those human wrong group in Jamaica or watchdog group in Jamaica will never ever lay down their life for any good citizens in this country. You understand what I mean? None of them want to stop gaslight the people them I report my life. Yeah? Want to stop gaslight the people them in the country. You understand what I mean? Because at the end of the day, none of you are serious about the Jamaican people who are losing their lives every single day. None of you watch that group and Marvin out there. None of you no care or no stop gaslight the people them. I'm going to show you why none of them people are not care. They only talk and talk and talk. But beyond the talking, there is no substance, no empathy. You understand? No genuine love for the people of this country. You understand? It's only when police, yeah, involved in any unaliving, you hear these people come out and start to talk. Yeah? But where were the voices when gunman is going around the country and aliving our good citizens of this country? On a stop gaslight the people them. On a stop gaslight the people them. Because on a no substance. On a heart wicked. Some of uno like Edgar. Yeah? A followers him a look. And when he get him followers, him go and go keep and alive and talk about his pet coin. Yeah? That's what Marvin passionate about. Only listen to Marvin when Marvin talk about him pet coins. And listen to Marvin when Marvin talk about the lives of the Jamaican people. Only go over there go listen. Only listen to him, no man. Only hear more passion about his business than the life of the Jamaican people. Listen to me, people. Don't let noise fool you. You understand what I mean? Don't make noise fool you. Look beyond the noise and look at their actions. You understand what I mean? in 2020, you understand? In Jamaica, we have 1,333 persons unalive by the criminals in this country. And the unaliving by the police is 115. You understand what I mean? If these people were passionate about the Jamaican people, about the poor people, about our young black entrepreneurs that have been taken out in this country, yeah, you would see these people at every crime scene talking about those persons that lose their life. Yeah, if Edgar did really serious about the Jamaican people losing their lives, yeah, he would be at these 1,333 unaliving that took place in Jamaica. Yeah? But you're not going to see them there. Why? Because they don't care about who the gunman out there unaliving. Yeah? They don't care about it. They only care about the persons that the cops is unaliving. Yeah? And I'm not here to pick up for any cops. Yeah? If they're wrong, they're wrong. You understand what I mean? But I am saying, if you guys is out there fighting for the poor people of Jamaica, fighting for the Jamaican citizens, yeah? Uno go out there. Whenever time there is a murder of uno brothers and sisters, uno reach out there as a warrior, yeah? That uno claim to be, uno go out there, uno call on these gunmen, yeah? To put down the gun, to turn over themselves to the relevant authority. Yeah? Me hear Marvin him do a video just a few days ago talking about the gunman, they must carry gun, can give him, and him bring it in to the police, to the relevant authority. Let me tell you something, Marvin. You can hear every fear in that video that you did. Every fear in your voice in that video. And the reason why you did that video, Marvin, is because the Jamaican people come out on social media and whip you. You understand? Give you what you deserve. You understand? So you take up yourself and do a video. I'm talking about gunman must carry a weapon come give you. Yeah? Marvin, listen to me. You said that with every fear in your voice. You're not ready for this yet. I can tell you, Marvin, don't let anybody gaslight you, because you don't ready to take on any of this that is taking place in our country. You understand me? And for you, Marvin, right, to join a political movement like the PNP criminal organization regime, you understand? It tell you, the person, who you are. You understand me? If you're going to be a freedom fighter for Jamaica, you're not supposed to join any political party. You're not supposed to be one-sided. You understand what I mean? And what I have been seeing over the years is that these watchdog groups in Jamaica that's supposed to be for Jamaicans, they are sold out to political parties. So what? They cannot function the way how they ought to function. None of these watchdog groups in Jamaica is watching over Jamaica anymore. They all gone to the dogs. We say we have human rights, but human rights turn human wrong. Human wrong, because they are not standing up for the Jamaican people anymore. Because they are bought out by the criminal organization regime. There is no more Marcus Garvey in Jamaica. There is no more Sam Sharp in Jamaica. There is no more Nanny in Jamaica. There is nobody in Jamaica who is really standing up for the Jamaican people. You understand what I mean? In 2021, we have 1,474 persons murdered in our country. And we see no watchdog groups, no human wrong, and we see no Marvin. You understand? And yet still, these people going to come on social media talking about they are for Jamaicans. They are there to protect the Jamaican people rights. 127 persons out of that 1,474 that have been brutally murdered in our country. 127 have been unalive by the security force. And we don't see anybody come out weeping and mourning on behalf of our innocent brothers and sisters, boys and girls, babies in this country. Wanna stop gaslight the people them, Marvin. Wanna stop gaslight the people them. Wanna know say on the heart is not there for the people of Jamaica. Wanna stop gaslight the people them. You understand what I mean? And to leave the state alone and let the state do what they do best. You understand what I mean? And to leave the Prime Minister, let the Prime Minister do what he do best. Because the truth and in fact, hate him or like him, this is the only Prime Minister in Jamaica that really took crime and violence by the horn and deal with it. This is the only government that pumps money in such a way, right, to curb crime and violence in this country. You understand? Leave the government, leave the security force alone and let them do their job. And many of these persons that are against police and don't want to obey police, when they go to any other country, for Christ's sake, I can't understand. It's the same Jamaicans go to other country and have to abide by the rules in those countries. Only Jamaica, these people want to behave like they're hooligans and they don't care. It cannot work. It will not work. You understand what I mean? It cannot work and it will not work. Why we want to have a society, right, of lawlessness. It cannot work, and it cannot work. And Marvin, in order for you, Marvin, to make it out here, Marvin, right, and for people to believe in what you are saying, Marvin, you say, tell the people them that when the police stop them, yeah, they must cooperate. You understand what I mean? They must cooperate to fight against the security force. You cannot win and you will not win. This security force is not the security force of them. This security force have been transformed under the leadership of the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and Dr. Horace Chang and the High Command. You understand what I mean? They have been transformed. You understand? We have to obey the law of the land. Yeah? We can't continue to be fighting police. Oh, you can count the amount of country where you see these things happening. Yeah? In 2022, we have 1,498 to 1,508 people who are alive in this country. 1,034 have been unalive by the cops. We don't see none of them people here. None of them people here we don't see. You understand? But yet still them come talk about they are all for Jamaicans. And we are here fighting for Jamaicans. Bullcrap. We're not fighting for any Jamaicans. Because if we were fighting for the Jamaican people, you guys would be at these 508 murder scene all over the country. Not only when police unalive anybody in this country. Marvin, you are nothing but a damn disgrace. Stop gaslighting the people. Because you know in yourself, Marvin, that you know really about this thing. You understand? It's really about likes and followers and what you can gain, Marvin, financially. Yeah? Oh, no, nobody in a Jamaica that call themselves group, yeah, and they are for Jamaicans. None of them is for the Jamaican people. None of them. Not even the churches, some of them. You understand what I mean? Keep them all shut in these murder across our country. You understand what I mean? None of these people is for the people of Jamaica. None of them. You just have to group them and you're Jamaica. And who are benefit? Those who head the groups them in a Jamaica. The watchdog groups. You understand? And one of the biggest reasons why you see these watchdog group turning on the police is because they want the international, yeah, media and so to see them that they are speaking up. Why? Because those international donors that fund them, yeah, will hear them making up noise and cut off their money. You understand? That is the only time you hear these people, yeah, coming out. But let the police, if the police not analyzing anybody in Jamaica, right? These watchdog group not going to say anything whatsoever at all. You understand? And if they don't say anything, they cannot get funding. You understand what I mean? So they're going to stir up something to talk about. Yeah? They're going to stir up something to talk about. But the Jamaican people not benefiting from any of these groups. And I want to encourage the government. If the government is setting aside any money, any taxpayer money, to fund any of these groups, yeah, they must stop and stop immediately and stop with immediate effect. You understand? Because these persons not giving us any value for money. Any value for money. You understand? In 2023, we are 1,393 persons to 1,404 persons unalive in our country. You understand? We have 155 unalive by police out of it. Yeah? And we don't hear nothing. Nothing. No outrage. Nobody come talk about. Listen to me. Me don't hear nobody say. Me don't hear Marvin say, come. Make we block the road them. Yeah? Let me block the road because we are defend the life of these 1,404 persons that have been unalive in our country. Oh, no, not ready yet. Oh, no, not ready yet, brethren. Oh, no, not ready yet. You understand what I mean? Oh, no, stop gaslighting the people on the internet. Oh, no, stop gaslighting the people them because oh, no, no, say, oh, no, not ready yet. Oh, no, no, say, oh, no, no, have that spirit of our ancestors in our own of a fight. Them think they dead out longer than mighty time. You understand? And the rastas them that we have left to look up to, them sold out too. You understand? Them sold out. You understand? So we cannot depend on anybody but ourselves to bring back this country. You understand? We cannot depend on anybody but ourselves to bring back this country. Yeah? When you travel to New York in the train, you always hear over the intercom. If we know something, we must say something. If we see something, we must say something. We must adapt that same principle in our country. If we see something, if we hear something, yeah, we must say it. Yeah? Because too much of our black brothers and our sisters have been unaliving in our country. Wanna check it out now, man? Wanna check it out now? Eh? Wanna see no upper class are dead in Jamaica? Unaliving in Jamaica? Eh? Wanna see no person with high color? Eh? Unaliving in Jamaica? Wanna see any high color person that own businesses in Jamaica unaliving? Eh? Not only our black brothers and sisters, entrepreneurs in Jamaica, we see unaliving. I want to see any of these people come out. I want to hear any of these people speaking out and speaking up on behalf of these people? No, you don't hear it. You understand? In 2024, we are 1,141 persons unalive in this country. 189, yeah, unalive by the police. You understand? And again, we don't hear anything from these people who call themselves Watchdog Group, Council of Churches, yeah, and Human Wrong, yeah, Marvin. We don't hear anything from them. I'm saying, stop gaslighting the people them, because none of uno is serious about taking on this thing, right? In making Jamaica a safer place where we can live, raise family, and do businesses. You understand what I mean? We don't hear none of the conversation that we need to have, Marvin, the conversation that we need to have is to encourage the young men, yeah, that have the gun, yeah, or no put down the gun. You understand? Put it down. The government of Jamaica, right, see it fit, right, to remove tuition fee from Hard Trust NTA, because it was a barrier for many of you, yeah, it was a barrier for many of you to go to Hard, to learn a skill. The government remove it, and the government, you know how much time here, Andrew, they and the media, I said, young man, put down the gun, because in our serve on no purpose, put down the gun, because the security force of now is not the security force of then. Put down the gun, they change the laws, them say if we don't get catch with an illegal firearm, automatically you don't get 15 years. Yep. I saw the government serious, even a play toy gun. Yeah. See the way there, one man going to prison just for an imitation gun. 15 years him get. You understand? Me hear Samuel out there a plea to the Governor General to pardon him. You understand what I mean? The government do everything in their power to try to drift the youth them away from the violence, from the gangs and everything that is taking place. Right? The government say, listen to me, if you don't go hard trust, go learn a trade, or don't graduate with a level 4 certificate, you understand? Or don't get $50,000. If you don't graduate, if a ward of the state, or if you're on path, yeah, and you graduate with a level 4 certificate, or don't get $75,000 to help to buy tools, with the trade that you don't learn. The government say if you don't graduate with a plan to start on our own business, you don't get up to $350,000 to buy equipment, yeah, to start on a little business. You understand? I don't want the government, I don't want these people. I don't want the Prime Minister, I don't want these people. These young people, you understand? These young people have opportunity now more than ever before. You understand? This is what you should push, Marvin. And leave the police, make the police them do their job. Because you're not ready for this yet. You understand what I mean? The government said, listen to me, I know guarantor was a barrier, yeah, to send back on yourself to university and send back on yourself to college. The government removed guarantor from the Student Loan Bureau, where you alone, if you want to further your education, you alone can go to the Student Loan Bureau, borrow your money, and send yourself to university to get a better education, to develop yourself, and to help your family. And I try the government to try. And I try the government to try. And when you're out there, Marvin, when you lose lip, remember, yeah, I've learned this at school, that loose lip sink ship. And many of the time that you talk, you just talk out of anger. You understand? And you're going to put yourself in trouble. You understand? You're going to put yourself in trouble. You guys is not for the Jamaican people. It's simple. You guys are not for the Jamaican people. You guys is just gaslighting the people And then when the fire start, on run let the people them in a hit. You understand what I mean? On run let the people them in a hit. No passion no in your brother. I studied a course in school. Yeah? That they call understanding people. Yeah? And I'm happy. I am so happy I did that course at school. Yeah? So, me understand everybody easily. Yeah? And Marvin, listen to me. Second down, brother. Second down. Yeah? Second down. Some of the time you talk the right thing, but the wrong way. And you go about it the wrong way. That's second down. You understand what I mean? And if you're going to say that you're doing this thing for the poor people of Jamaica and the Jamaican people, put local passion in it, man. Put local love. You understand? Don't do something where you don't love and where you don't have the passionate about. It not gonna work. It not gonna work. Me I tell you. It not gonna work. It not gonna work. Feel look fire that you blaze right now, Marvin. I bring fire that. I bring fire that. Me I tell you. And it's so out. It's so out, Marvin. It's so out. Me I tell you. Because you are not for the people of Jamaica. You understand me? You are just a little comrade. You are just a little comrade, Marvin. And guess what? You are not seeing anything out of your eye but that orange color. Because that's all PNPC. That's all PNPC, you know. Just the orange color. You understand what I mean? Just the orange color. But Marvin, it's sad. It's really sad the way how you are behave. Yeah? And the amount of followers that you have. You understand what I mean? Me I tell you, brethren. Me I tell you, say, anyhow, you want followers. Yeah? On TikTok and any form of social media. Just come on social media and start to shout and make noise. You understand? Just start to act fool. Just start to act stupid. Yeah? You get followers more than people up on TikTok for 10 years. I'm telling you. Because this stupidness sells on social media. Lies, propaganda, misinformation, disinformation. Them things that sells on social media. Mix up, confusion. All of them things they sells on social media. You understand me? And because the man knows that it a work for him, the man come on social media and become be nice. Be nice, me I tell you. You don't go listen to Marvin video them, no man. You don't go listen to them. If you don't be nice on here. You understand? You must match your action by your noise. You understand? Match it. Match your action. Match your noise with your action. It can't be just noise alone. You have to back it up with action, my brother. You understand me? You have to back it up with action. But as I said earlier, guys, nobody in Jamaica right now that are fighting according to them for the Jamaican people. You understand? None of them are serious. None of them not serious. Let them hear say one gunman go analyze somebody round us today and see if you don't see any of them. Eh? Make them hear say today Labor Day, gunman go around so and analyze, God forbid, 6. Eh? Tell me who are you going to see round here? Or don't tell me who you're going to see. Or don't think you're going to see Marvin there. Or don't think you're going to see Marvin there. I sympathize with the families of those loved ones. Who don't think you're going to see Marvin and the person that are alive? You think you're going to see him at their homes, comforting them? No, you're not going to see no watchdog group either. You understand me? So listen to me. No matter take with a fool. No matter take with a fool. You understand? Because we are not fools. We know when people are genuine. You understand me? We know when people love to do what they're doing. You understand me? No passion in any man. No passion in any man. You understand me? I say people, don't just look me and people nice on the internet. Please me, I beg you. I don't know about follow them people here. I don't know about follow them people here. Because of one person, me see really tackle the crime and violence in this country. One, and then the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace. I'm alone. Me see a tackle the crime and violence in this country. Because we are come from way up of 1500. Way up of 1500 we are come from. Last year Jamaica went under 700 murder. Something that we have never seen in 31 years. You understand what I mean? I'm alone. Me see a fight for the Jamaican people. And everybody want to be against him. You understand? But me I say to you, Mr. Prime Minister, don't give up. Don't give in. Because we must have a safer Jamaica. And we will have a safer Jamaica under your leadership. You understand? Under your leadership. Are you alone, me see a fight? Yeah? Me see you raise the security force and pay. To the point where me see people and leave university and join the security force. Then they said that never happen. We see young people that get promoted in the security force like never before. You understand what I mean? We have lawyers. We how much lawyers we see join the security force. Jamaica is in a safe hand. Jamaica is in a safe hand. You understand? I want to say big up to the Prime Minister and big up to the government on to continue to black out the noise and work on behalf of the Jamaican people. You understand what I mean? I mean, I say to the security force, yeah? When you don't go out and do no job, or not do it according to, yeah, the rules and the regulation. You understand? That you guys should follow. Yeah? Because me know say somehow when they go out there work, or do not follow the rules. Or do not follow the police thing there. You understand what I mean? Order. Yeah? You must do no job accordingly. Yeah? And deal with the Jamaican citizens the way how you guys were thought. You understand what I mean? You can't go out there and deal with people like a hog. You understand? And me know say in everything we have spoiled apple. You understand? But the 1 and 2 spoiled apple going to make the whole bunch look bad. You understand what I mean? Corrupt cap alone and a Jamaica alone them there. Corruption cap there every God Almighty way. You understand what I mean? So if that we are talking about police corrupt and something, police corrupt all over the world, police corrupt. And Jamaica is not only the place where we have corrupt cops. You understand? So people, don't bless up on yourself. I want to stay strong. I want to continue to fight. You understand what I mean? Big up on yourself, people.